Hello there, my name is Rex Nebula and welcome to the channel where we talk about all things VTuber. So today we will be talking about Face Connect and their new Japanese VTuber generation. So we already have some Japanese speaking talents in the main branch of Face Connect like Tenma, but Face Connect announced that they would be debuting a new Japanese branch. I know this may be sudden because they debuted Face Euphoria not too long ago, and this was for the English branch and it was from around 3 to 6 weeks ago. A lot of you will have realized that Face Connect is no longer a small VTuber corporation. I'd say they're a medium VTuber corporation, and that means they need to grow quickly, right? The faster debuts and the introductions of newer VTuber generations is just a sign of that. And it's nice to see Sakana obsessing over things other than the warehouse, his dead Minecraft ambitions, and his dream to turn Irie into the next Hosho Marine. Though I'd say the last one has already failed. Anyway, the talents are getting ready to debut. They already have their channel set up. Apparently, their name is Face Kaleido. We've seen a silhouette of what they look like in Sakana's teaser video, but we don't know exactly how they look like yet. The thumbnails on their YouTube profile picture look like something hand-drawn. We've got a silly face, another silly face, a sushi drawing, a smiley face, a heart face, and Sakana burning on an open fire, which is nice. Let's take a look at the teaser video that Fishman dropped. So there are going to be 5 talents, and let's see what they're about. You know, I love the part where Sakana just nukes Japan. It was a nice touch. Will say I look forward to the debut. I saw one of the talents using a profile pic where there was a fish getting roasted over an open fire. I guess you all saw that as well, right? Yeah, but this is the Twitter version. You saw that on the channel profile, and this is the Twitter version. So this is clearly Sakana, the CEO of Face Connect. It's become somewhat of a tradition to attack Sakana, and there are thousands of clips of Face Connect talents just bullying him. That is one of the main appeals of Face Connect. Get the dunk on the CEO. Or maybe distract him with cabbage ASMR suggestions while he's driving long enough so he gets into a car crash. Just knowing that Sakana will get bullied by more sad girls just satisfies me in a way that none of his VTubers are able to on their own. Knowing that one of the newer talents plan on bullying Sakana is, I feel, a good sign of things to come. I'll be keeping an eye out for this girl. That's, what's her name? Kanagi Loki. Moving on, we're going to talk about Hololive, more specifically Bae from Hololive's Council Risk, which we will now call Promise. Bae has, a while ago, recently announced that she was almost ready to release her new cover song project, Minecraft. Many of the Holo Yen girls are singing in it, and Minecraft was part of Bae's $1 million yen project. Last year, Bae won a lucky draw at the Holo Bingo event. By the time it was her turn to draw a prize, there were only 2 options, the special prize or a computer mouse. And Bae won the special prize, which was 1 million yen that she could use for any stream or project within Hololive. Many fans initially wanted Bae to spend the money on an animation project for her songs. Unfortunately, Bae had to just tell us that animations cost more than an arm or a leg to make. So the $1 million project would need to be used elsewhere. Many of us were wondering what the project was, and now after 6 months we know that Bae decided to spend her 1 million yen on a music video where the Holo Ian girls would be singing the cover song Minecraft. Bae wanted to make Holo Ian fans happy, so she got all of Holo Ian to participate. Bae was very excited for the release of her music video, Minecraft, not to be confused with the block game Minecraft. Unfortunately, things did not go to plan as the song was postponed, as Bae would say. Hey everyone, I can't believe this is happening again, but I guess things just don't always go the way you plan. The Minecraft release is postponed until further notice. Please look forward to it when it does come out. I will be sure to announce it again when it is ready. Obviously, some time has passed, and we now have a Minecraft music video on Bae's channel ready for release. It premieres, according to this, in 2 days. So look forward to that. I do have some bad news for fans of Bae. Well, technically, if you're a fan of Bae, you already know this. So Bae has decided to take a break from streaming, nothing to do with Minecraft's cancellation. So last year, 2023, was a tough year for Bae. There were times when Bae was forcing a smile for us, so I feel that she needs some time away from streaming, and they would say, thank you for watching, guys. She's talking about the live stream. This rat will be gone for a little bit, not for long, I promise. She's finally starting her journey to becoming a Holo JP. As said before, the rest of January will be very sporadic, as I'm going to be juggling idle activities, finding a JP shed, and also the February preparation. I will try to stream wherever I can. Please wait for me. 2024 is going to be amazing. And obviously you can see Bay T posing in front of a blurry image of what looks to be an airport, I guess. But yeah, she won't be streaming for a while, but she'll be back. While I say that, Bay has actually reached Japan, and she has since then done some live streams, which is amazing. I guess she has more endurance than we actually gave her credit for. Bay is not the only one taking a slight break from streaming. Mume is also taking a break. She's not going to have regular streams, and streams will be more sporadic, but we will wait for her until she comes back. The only reason she had her most recent stream was because she wanted to promote her products, which she said in the midway point during her video, because if you watch her streams, you would know. Okay, if you watch the streams, you would know. Anyway, moving on, we have Cover Corp. Hololive announced they would donate 5 million yen. This amounts roughly more than $30,000 to the earthquake victims. Obviously, Japan was hit by an earthquake in early January. It was especially devastating. Towns in Japan had to cancel live stream for a while. Japan is still currently dealing with the aftermath of the earthquake, and Hololive is showing their support in their own way with this donation. Cover Corp would say that they hope that their donation and support would help the relief efforts to aid victims of the earthquake, and they pray for the early recovery of the affected areas. So the 5 million yen is going to a Japanese Red Cross Society to support the victims who have suffered from the disaster and to aid in the restoration and reconstruction of the affected areas. Next up, we have a new VTuber agency in the horizon. This new agency is based in the US. Their name is Stellarverse Pro, and they've opened up the auditions. This is for their first generation of VTubers. You can see here in a tweet, we are looking for all kinds of idols from across time and space to save the world. We are looking for you. Looking to join a VTuber company that aims to be the best? Apply now. Auditions open until 3rd of March 2024. As for what they provide, Stellarverse Pro offers high-quality models that are custom to you. This means you get to have your own illustrations, your own design, your own artists, as well as people in charge of rigging your VTuber model. Stellarverse Pro will also provide hardware for streaming, industry expertise to help you be the best you can be, comprehensive advertising, merchandising, and PR. This is an American corporation, so this is interesting. I guess there have been a lot of VTuber agencies that have been, just entering the scene, and a lot of them have failed. So I'm not too sure if joining a brand new agency with no history of achievements or accomplishments is a good idea to do. But then again, it's your own choice. Auditions are open until the 3rd of March 2024. Join them if you want. Don't join them if you're not interested. Moving on. Now we talk about Hololive's countdown event. So this live stream was the final one last year. It was hosted on Hololive's main channel with the goal of celebrating the new year, hence the name Countdown. There were lots of singing and dancing. Many members participated, and Hololive did another similar event last year as well. And in it, there was a segment called Shuffle Medley, where talents swapped bodies to sing and dance for their respective songs. We had Mio and Fubuki swapping clothes. Mio's karage appeared after it was painstakingly scanned by countless 3D cameras. Mio was especially surprised by how much effort Cover Corp went to make sure the 3D model of the fried chicken was perfect. Mio was initially confused by why Hololive asked her to bring fried chicken to the office for her recording session, but now she knows just how far Cover Corp was willing to go to make sure the accuracy of Mio's karage was perfect. Mio would go on to say that Hololive was a little too serious about her fried chicken, which in Japanese is called karage. I guess it's a specific type of fried chicken in Japan. Fubuki, the one who interacted with Mio's fried chicken, gave her thoughts, saying the amount of cameras per fried chicken is amazing. Aside from those two, we had many VTubers from Hololive swapping clothing and even body parts. Kobo became Bei, Laplace became Kiara, Ayame became Luine, at least that's what I think. And Gura was cosplaying as Stinky Orca. The three biggest highlights were the the segments where Kanata took over Choco-sensei's body, complete with boobs. I'm sure Kanata was really happy she got to have real boobs for once, because she's been asking for boobies on her model for a while now, but the one doing her model obviously wanted her to remain flat. Kanata's mom is Oshio-sensei, and when she saw Kanata with her big boobs, Oshio-sensei was really angry. She reacted to Kanata's boobs by saying, "Can we destroy the studio that Cover spent 2.7 billion yen on?" I'm sure Oshio-sensei is joking, and the dance was nice. It ended with Kanata's fake boobs falling to the floor, which was quaint. Then we had Hoshio Marin, our horny pirate captain, dressed up in Ina cosplay. In her typical horny pirate fashion, Marin was touching the tentacles erotically. There was even a tentacle snaking up her thighs. I think the best part of everything was Marin's boobs was stretching out Ina's clothing. We also had Korone and Okayu cosplaying as each other. It ended with both cat and dog proposing to each other with wedding rings. Both of them said something about toning down the fan service for people who were shipping both of them together, but I guess they changed their minds. Next, we talk about Cover Corp's recent announcement regarding their 3D studio. As a lot of you already know, many Hololive talents have had problems booking a spot in Cover Corp's $1 million motion capture studio. Kiara in particular had some problems getting access to the studio because she wanted to do her 3D anniversary live for her channel, and she stirred out some controversy after she made a Twitter Spaces talking about not getting a 3D anniversary video done. Then people started blaming Hololive and claiming Kiara successfully forced Hololive to give her the 3D anniversary video, and this was weeks after she complained in the Twitter Spaces. So afterwards, Kiara had to come onto Twitter to clarify that the 3D video preparations had already been ongoing months before she even began complaining on her Twitter Spaces. So that was that. It was a complete mess. I know a lot of you will say, well, how come Suisei got to have her Hoshimatic project? Well, that was a different issue because Suisei was just pestering staff so much that they just had to give in to her. So that was a different situation. It's Suisei, okay? She gets what she wants. And she's in Japan as well. The issue with Hololive Studio isn't that they don't have space. It's that they didn't have enough staff to deal with the 3D motion capture projects. Plus, the studio is in Japan, which means anyone outside of Japan would need to fly over to Japan to use the studio, right? And that would be complicated if you just tell people, oh, the studio is available for a certain amount of days. And if they come and there is no one there to help them deal with the motion capture, then it's going to be awkward because someone just spent a lot of money on plane tickets. So, staffing is an issue. Now, what has Hololive done to fix the situation? So this announcement is meant to tell everyone what Cover Corp has done to fix the problem of not having enough people to do 3D live streams. A while ago, Hololive released a management letter. This was an important notice because they wanted to introduce some important changes regarding their 3D live streams and 3D motion capture at the studio, right? These new policies for 3D live streams will come into effect by April of this year, and the staff was apparently stressed out from all the work they had to do for the 3D live streams. According to Cover Corp, they had limited resources, so they are planning to give their VTubers one anniversary 3D opportunity per year. It used to be twice a year, but now it's once a year. And ideally, the talents will use their once a year chance to do their 3D live streams during their birthday streams. Hololive VTubers can still do additional 3D streams outside their birthday, but that won't be guaranteed. I know some fans will be sad that they don't get to see 3D live streams of their favorite talent whenever the talent has an anniversary. Well, I'm sad if you're not sad. But the good thing about this is there will be less strain on the staff, right? Some 3D anniversary streams for the entire generation or group will be held, right? Hololive has claimed that they are already planning it. I feel that this is overall a positive change. Hololive is just dealing with some growing pains, right? That's all. Hololive has also made a request not to ask the talents whether the 3D anniversary streams will happen in the future as well. You know, I feel that Hololive has always had problems happen, but they are always willing to fix the problems, okay? And this announcement will go a long way in fixing the problems. Moving on, we talk about depressed Nosagi. So Nosagi ended last year with his case on video. It was a fitting end because he talked about another VTuber that was related to this Kason character, right? Which I will not talk about because of certain rules in VTubing. Just know that it was quaint. In it, he was talking about slowing down his content significantly. He was saying he was trying to slow down his content to focus on other personal projects, if I remember correctly. And he was talking about opportunities he just couldn't pass up. So he was going to stop uploading weekly videos that he sacrificed his social life for. We don't exactly know what these opportunities are. It could be his second channel, Sagi V2, or maybe he's joining a VTuber agency like Hall Stars or Niji, etc., or real life stuff. It could be anything. It could be more live streams where he plays League of Legends or something like that. In the beginning, we didn't know much about what he was planning until his recent live stream. I guess it's not as recent anymore, but it was the live stream where he was talking about the Pomu drama. And apparently one of the newer things that he was planning on doing was he was planning to go to this event, right? This anime event called Cosmania, to open up his own booth to sell stuff together with his artist friends. And he said he wanted to be an exhibitor, right? Unfortunately, the ticket prices for Cosmania's event was just too high. To attend the Cosmania event, it was roughly 15,000 Filipino dollars, which roughly equates to $300. Now, you might turn around and say, oh, $300 is kind of cheap. Please understand, Nosagi doesn't live in America, guys. Nosagi is a Filipino. So when Depressed Nosagi said it was expensive, what he was saying was the $300 was around the monthly average wage of a typical Filipino worker. So the price of opening a booth at Cosmania was just predatory. Every exhibitor, well, not every exhibitor, but a lot of exhibitors in the Philippines were complaining about it. Most of them couldn't afford the booth prices. By the way, you also have to factor in costs outside of the booth rental. There's flight fees, transport fees, manufacturing fees, hotel fees, food. There are a lot of expenses you just have to take into account. You might say that Nosagi could just share a table, but that's what he was planning to do anyway. His booth neighbors were complaining about it too, and Nosagi just felt that Cosmania was taking advantage of weeds like him. Nosagi also said he made roughly up to $900 per month from his YouTube channel. So while he said he could kind of pay it, he still couldn't because 300 out of 900 is still a lot for him. And you have to remember, like, Nosagi is trying to save money so that his mother can retire early. He wants his mom to come home early, relax at home. You know, Nosagi is a good son. Nosagi was saying that he was unsure if he was planning to go to the Cosmania booth, but he would say he would update us on his future plans. He's trying to be a normie, apparently. So his initial plan was to meet people in a Pecora outfit and show off his muscles or something. At least that's what I remember. It sucks that he had to change his plans because the organizers wanted to milk him for money. I've been watching Nosagi for a long time, and hearing him complain about something he was looking forward to just makes me sad. Okay, let's just hope that Cosmania reverses their horrible pricing decisions sometime soon in the future. I won't be going to that con. Even if Nosagi goes, I still won't go, but at least Nosagi will be happy if he gets to go if there's price reduction. One good thing that did come from this live stream was that he figured out a new video idea when he was having a rant about how 4chan's hatred of the Hollow Stars led to their success. And oh look, his new video just dropped on the main channel. Today's a good day, and it's time to enjoy myself. And before we move on, by the way, Nosagi forgot to edit a JPEG of himself when he was talking about Kyo and False getting their sources from 4chan.
You think False, Kyo, or other VTuber news/drama tubers are the first to report or are the first to spread and gather evidence of certain pieces of news or happenings? Nope. 4chan. The thing about 4chan is that when something happens, it doesn't favor anyone or any agency.
You can see usually he has like a bunny JPEG in front of a Minecraft background. But in this case, you can see that he only has voiceover. He has the Minecraft background, but the Depressed Nosagi JPEG is nowhere to be seen. It could be intentional, could be a mistake, but we'll never know. I just thought it was cute, and I wanted all of you to know as well. He was probably rushing because the idea was too good for him to ignore. Moving on, we have Niji-sanji. So Niji-sanji announced new voice packs starring Maria and another girl from Niji-sanji that I do not know. know there are way too many VTubers in Nijisanji to be a fan of all of them. Now, the cover art doesn't really matter, and there are a list of over a dozen talents participating in the voice pack. There is a hero voice pack and a villain voice pack. Ike's inclusion in the villain voice pack is interesting because so far Ike is considered the bottom of Luxium. If you know, you know. Ike is kind of like the good boy that moms like to watch, and looks like this time he's going for a naughty boy aesthetic. Perhaps Ike's time with Selen has finally guided him towards the dark path, the true path. Perhaps Ike will also finally embrace the philosophy of the no pants game as well. I'm kidding. Moving back to Hololive, we have Kanade from Regloss, who recently released a new cover song, My Dearest. For the really old anime fans, I'm sure you recognize where this is from. This is from the anime Guilty Crown. It's the opening song, which had good animation, but complicated world building and a story that was hard to understand back then. Should be easier to understand these days. So check out Kanade. She's from Regloss. She's trying to establish herself as the songstress of that group. I get that they're all focused on singing and dancing, but I feel Kanade is the best of the Regloss generation when it comes to singing. Check out Raden as well. If you like art museums and you have a crush on a cute museum curator, maybe you did once in your past life, then you'll love Raden. Regloss as a whole has been releasing a lot of music videos in the past few months, and currently there's a new music video featuring Regloss as a group that also dropped. It's Stone Ocean from JoJo's opening. So the Hololive Device channel has been releasing tons of music videos which either feature the whole group, either duets or music, or just podcasts with at least 2 members for each video. So enjoy. If you're interested in getting into Regloss or getting into Hololive Device, I'll leave the link in the description down below. Check them out, they're interesting. And that's it for the video. Thank you for watching.